Welcome back to our podcast. This is episode 2. How's Brie doing?
Good. How's Justin?
Good. So about a week, 2 weeks ago, Brie introduced me to a TV show, which I hadn't thought about in years. The last time I thought about it, so I graduated St. Cloud State in 2006. I believe it was 2005. Me and some buddies rented a hot tub, watched the Super Bowl. Right after the Super Bowl was the premiere of Grey's Anatomy. I watched the first episode and I thought it was okay. And how far along are you?
I think I'm on season 12.
Season 12?
Yeah. Of I think 16 or 17 seasons.
Yeah, so when I checked on Netflix, there's 16 seasons.
Oh boy.
Which means they're probably on season 17 or 18.
But I love that stuff. I love when there's a bunch of seasons. I love when there's a bunch of characters and everyone has growing storylines or they lose characters and stuff. It's a really good show.
Yeah. I love the intro. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil the first episode for you.
I can't believe you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't care. It's you're introduced to Dr. Gray, and she sleeps with the main doctor, or her coming into boss basically gets blackout drunk, and they get it on. And then she comes in for her first day at work and realizes she's the boss.
He's the boss.
He's the boss. Yeah.
Congrats, you're the boss.
Well, I'm sure by the end of the show, she's the boss. And it was a really good first season. I'm on to season 2, but the dialogue and getting to know the characters and the patients, it's a lot of fun. It reminded me of, did you watch any of the old shows, the old medical shows?
No, my mom watched a lot of All My Children, so.
I think it was ER.
Okay, yeah, everyone talks about ER a lot. Or what's the other one everyone talks about? The OC, is that a medical? No, that's not.
No, that's about being a rich kid in California.
Oh yeah, Orange County. Yeah,
All My Children, that's a soap opera. ER got George Clooney on the map. And it's just something about that. They do such a good job in season 1 of Grey's Anatomy. It's hard for me to picture it's a continuously good show.
Yeah. Oh, season 1's awesome.
Right. It's the characters, so if you imagine going into the doctor, they're basically billed as the top practitioners in their field, right? So it'd be like anyone going to Mayo in Minnesota, which people are flown in. Mm-hmm.
Rochester, Minnesota the Mayo is in the show.
In what season?
I don't know, a later one, maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, well, I'll definitely tune in for that.
Yeah.
But it's amazing for me. The first season is just so well done to see the vulnerability of the doctors.
Well, it's crazy because it's just capturing that moment in someone's life, finishing school, and finally they're just so hungry and want to finally get into this. 6 years they've been in school and stuff. They've been finally wanting to get into the actual field, and it's happening for this group of interns.
Right. And I can only say it because I recently saw it, but it's something it seems like the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
So 20 are accepted. 10 or 8 are going to make it. Mm-hmm. And it was just super crazy to see the vulnerability of patients come in. You can be a multimillionaire, you can be a politician, it doesn't matter. You're dealing with this ailment that's debilitating towards you unless literally these kids or the higher-ups can figure it out.
Yeah.
So you're saying stick with it? Because I'm...
Well, a lot of time when I was in school, that's why I first got into it. I would put it on just because it's a good show to have on, like, while you're just, like, I don't know, doing whatever. So a lot of times, like, I check out, and I would be very impressed with everyone who watched it, like, as every episode came out.
Right.
That's crazy. But I have friends who have loved it since it came out and would, like, have me over for their Grey's Anatomy nights.
So even in season 2, they're not phoning it in? Like, you think it holds up?
Yeah. I don't know what season it was where I just kind of stopped watching, but I think it's not until, like, season 10 or 9 where I was just like... But yeah, my mom's watching it too now, so I get to watch some of the older episodes.
Right. Because I'm halfway through season 2 right now, and Meredith, or the clan, like all these new doctors... Would you even call them? They're not interns.
They're not interns?
They're probably interns, right? So they adopted a dog, or Meredith did.
Yep.
And they're all sick of the bullshit. They don't want to take care of the dog.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm kind of...
I was kind of disappointed in them. I was like,
yeah.
got the dog. Like, yeah, it was a very weird way they pass it off.
Yeah. So I'm trying to stick...
Spoiler alert.
I'm trying to stick with it. But I think I will because I know there's another 14 seasons.
I think basically, too, like a lot of times, like now that I'm rewatching it, I figure like there's just so many parts where, like big parts where you're just waiting. Like I keep bugging him and Ron, like, oh, did anything happen?
Yeah.
Like, because you remember just how... The thing is about that TV show is it takes its time. So it's like every day. Like you don't remember everything. Because it takes its time. You're not just, like, rushed along into, like, main plots at first right away. So I that's why I like it, too. I like any show that isn't rushed. And then, because it builds up to, like, obviously, the writers were thinking about these bigger pieces.
And I haven't been able to watch a show in quite some time, so... Since The Sopranos and The Office, this is the first...
Yeah, The Office, I was in, like...
Right, which that's a whole nother 10 episodes or podcasts we could dedicate to. But I've, in season 2, watched a couple episodes I thought were duds. Like, phoning it in, like, just filling airtime. And that's fine. It's a lot for 16 years.
Yeah.
So what's the show you've enjoyed most since Grey's? Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Game of Thrones. That's one where I waited like every week for them to like release a show. Gosh. I can't think of one all of a sudden. I know I'm trying to get you into Attack on Titan, but you haven't seen that.
Okay.
That one's also just really cool. I don't know. Was there one?
Because I've always been late to the party. Like, it's really hard.
No, I have a lot of friends who are like, oh, it's just like I remember when Twilight came out. Like my older sister read the books before they were like, you know, extremely popular.
Yeah.
But then once those movies came out, it's like all anyone talked about. So I know a lot of people who don't watch the main shows just because it's all they hear. They're like, I don't want to just sit there and watch this show everyone's already talking about. And it's just, but I think that's what one of the most fun parts about Game of Thrones was going to work. Everyone's talking about it.
Right.
Everyone's like, you know, that was.
I think they call it like water cooler conversation if you're in a corporate hellhole. That's how you pass the time when you're getting your coffee or your glass of water. But the only show I've truly followed, and I even came in late on Breaking Bad. I came in at like season 3.
Yeah.
And then I I subscribed. I
was there for the end of it. I watched the whole thing when it was on Netflix or something.
So you got to binge the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which, that's a rare treat.
You're right.
Yeah. That was kind of like me and Harry Potter. I mean, that's movies versus TV, but...
And you should read the books. The books are good.
Yeah. The only other thing I can compare, and like Grey's has my attention. I'll finish it stubbornly. Now I'm going to finish the whole thing. I don't care. They lost me at the dog. Like, I think they're phoning it in. But I think they're building something.
Because, so basically gets the dog because something else happens.
Yeah.
And I think that is a reaction a lot of people have.
Yep.
Especially maybe even women.
Well.
I don't know. That's just what I've seen sometimes.
What's that?
Like, I feel like people associate sometimes a breakup with, well, I just wanted companionship.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So now we spoil another thing. There's a breakup.
It's season 2. Get over.
Yeah.
It's 16 years old.
Yeah,
come on. The Titanic sinks. Get over it. But so I lived with a roommate in college, and awesome guy. He ripped off all DVDs. So he just recorded them, scanned them, pirated them. So it was because of him. Like, I didn't have any money. He got me into Sopranos. So I, in college, binge watched seasons 1 through 4 of Sopranos in basically 4 days. I skipped classes, but that's probably the most invested I got in a show off the bat.
So have you heard of Bridgerton on Netflix?
No.
That's Shonda Rhimes. Do you know who Shonda Rhimes is?
Grey's Anatomy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She wrote a book series, and now Netflix made a show off of it called Bridgerton. Now she has like her own production company too, because it's like Shonda Vision or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of WandaVision.
You're thinking of WandaVision, like Marvel,
I'm pretty
right?
Sure, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's what it starts off. Like, it's Shonda's company or something. But yeah, and that one's really good. And that's one everyone was talking about a couple months ago, and I just watched like last week and finished, and it was good.
Really?
Yep. Very beautiful too. Like it's awesome.
Okay.
And the music's really cool. It like takes place like it's like an era or a period piece. So it's like a era. I don't know what era it is, but it's in London. It's cool.
All right. Well, we're dealing with this whole Corona deal, but there's still movies coming out. Is there anything you're excited for?
I did. There was kind of like a thriller one I saw an ad for, but I don't know. It does. I don't know what it's called, but then everyone's talking about Demon Slayer. They made a movie off that show already.
Is it animated as well?
Yeah, and it
Really?
was released in Japan, and it made like it broke a bunch of like records when it came out. So now they're bringing it over to the U.S., I guess, and releasing theaters. So I don't know. Usually I don't like the movies off of like good TV shows.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they do that all the time. TV show's successful, then they talk them into like, oh, why don't you just make a movie? Usually the movie has nothing to do with the TV show. So it's like a lot of times when a good TV show has a movie come out, I don't even go see it because it has nothing to do with like the plot of the TV show.
Yeah.
But everyone says it's amazing.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, this summer I think Jackass 4 should be coming out.
Never seen those.
You're I'll take you to Jackass 4.
No thanks.
No? No, you
What is it about?
just hard pass. No,
is it them hurting themselves?
Yeah. Putting themselves in dangerous situations.
Well, that guy is really cool. What's the main guy's name?
Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah, wasn't he like a previous like big addict or something? And now he's like, everyone thinks like he's just a very like, I don't know, like inspiring person because...
That's Steve-O.
Oh.
Steve-O's clean and sober.
Are they not
Probably
the same
like
person?
No,
Oh.
they're two different people.
Do they look very similar?
No.
Oh.
No, Steve-O's like pretty scrawny.
Oh, okay.
Knoxville is more.
But they're both from back.
Yeah, Knoxville looks more the leading man,
Oh, okay.
but he's not. Like,
Oh, whoops.
no, they're two different people. But their thing is it's all legit. They do those stunts, and it's pretty.
I've seen one.
Yeah.
Like he jumped from the top of the roof into a hot tub, and basically broke his butt.
That's probably Steve-O. The other thing I'm excited for is the new 007.
Yep, those are always cool. I always feel like are they connected? Because sometimes I just feel like I don't understand what's going on. Like I would have had to see in like all the old ones.
Yeah. Are you asking me about the 007 universe or just the new
Yeah.
007, which is Daniel Craig?
No, I've seen the two Daniel Craig ones, but I still feel like, do they reference old ones?
So this, I believe, Daniel Craig playing 007 this time will be the most anyone's been 007.
Oh, okay. But his universe is
His-
like Batman. It's different from
But his universe is interconnected.
Oh.
It's all the same villains. It's all connected.
Oh.
Now, if you're talking about Sean Connery or Pierce Bronson, and I'm not an aficionado of 007, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I love Daniel Craig
Yep.
and his charisma, and he's awesome. So I'm looking forward to that, and I believe that's coming out this summer.
Cool.
Yeah. Anything else you got looking forward to?
Like the summer? Or
Yeah.
movies?
Anything.
Just staying active, getting on the lake. I don't know, being on the lake this summer? That sounds really fun.
Okay. So I just weighed in. After 19 weeks, I'm down 15 pounds, which to me is still an accomplishment, but the goal is 80 pounds in a year. So going forward, I need to lose about 2 pounds a week to lose that 80 pounds. And it's totally doable, but I have been trying to cheat the system. I've been, instead of, I cut out bread, and I thought wraps were the answer, but that's still carbs. So I think I'm going to switch over to bowls. Do you have any goals?
Yeah, I feel like bread's a hard one to give up, but I want to keep working on that specifically. Really, I think sodium too, like not like seasoning stuff as much as maybe I have been. Just really sticking to maybe whole foods, more water. I love coffee, but I don't need it. I think kind of like those goals. No fried food. I keep but what has been really good is ever since making these goals, I've definitely eaten a lot better. So I feel a lot better.
Right.
Yeah. But there's still just a lot more room for improvement.
And that's how I feel too. Like, I haven't hit every goal I made, but just the accountability and talking to you about it.
Yep.
And just talking about it, there's that accountability.
Yeah.
Or else it's just so easy to go throughout the year and just, I'm doing my best, but I don't really know where I'm at. And is really the scale the best resource? Probably not. But to at least be conscious of what you're eating or putting in your body and your physical activity is, I'm way more active than I ever was before. Mm-hmm. And it's just interesting to me that throughout even high school like elementary school, middle school, high school, college, there was always physical fitness.
Yep.
And then you get a 9-to-5 job, you work 40 hours a week. When's your physical hour? There's not. Like,
Yep.
I get, like, someone please explain that to me. And to me, being physically active is cohesive with being mentally active.
Yep. And I think it's sad too that like there's a lot less avenues of fun. Like, you know, you look back at like, you know, sports and all that stuff, and it's just like, oh, that's, you know, it was so fun to exercise.
Right.
And that is there a lot, but not, like you said, and during this structured time period.
I'm talking in general. I'm saying, like, your average 9-to-5 job, there's no recreation hour.
Right.
It's just your job. So unless you take it upon yourself to exercise
in the morning or at night.
Or value nutrition, it's...
I know though, I like a couple years back I did go into for an interview at like a big corporate Canadian bank downtown, and they have a free exercise room there. So I think it is starting to be, they see the longevity that comes with maintaining like good health, and I think a lot of people push like corporations to like you're like only benefiting and adding production if you consider these things.
Right. So they just provide a workout room for you, or do they give you time to work out?
When I was there, it was like the middle of the day, and yeah, people were working out there, so maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe that was them using their lunch break. Yeah, good question. Maybe they do. Maybe they do just let you work out in there at some point during the day.
Yeah. I guess, like, I'm
guessing it's your lunch period that they would give you, but instead you can then eat your lunch where you work.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to blame corporations or anything like that, but it just, as an adult, if you don't set aside that time to work out and take that accountability, things get out of hand.
Yeah.
Quickly. Like, there's no one to hold you accountable. You work your 10-hour work day or 8-hour work day. Then you probably go home, eat, and if there's stress, you go to bed. And then where's the workout time? Where's the fitness time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super easy to get into like that cycle. Yeah.
Right. So this week, recently we hit 300 subscribers.
This week?
Well, this week we're doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
But we recently hit 300 subscribers.
Yep.
Do you know what it is now?
Like it's in the 400s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
451 last I checked. So what we're doing right after this is doing a giveaway to anyone that subscribed. For you watching, it's too late. But you can still take a guess, and when you're watching this, you can watch the giveaway video, which we're going to film right after this, and see how much money you think is in this jar of money, which we're giving away, to say thank you to all our subscribers.
And one big thank you for one person specific.
One person is getting this. I hope it's in Minnesota, so we can hand deliver the cash. But a lot of people are asking me, Justin, why are you giving away money? Are you trying to buy subscribers? Absolutely, I am. Because if we have no one to watch our content, then why even make content? But it's
I mean that's something I like about other YouTube channels. They're doing what they love and they're also giving back and
right.
I don't know.
And it's fun, it's legit. Someone's getting all this money. Brie, there is no conflict of interest. How much do you think is in here?
I already said my guess. Didn't I say like 601 or something?
I have it written down over here.
Or 700?
I'm going to grab it. Well, that was Andy. So I have the guesses here. I said $1,112.75.
Yeah, 601. I said 601.
Even, which is a bold prediction. Andy said $777.77.
But you have to hit the number on the...
No, whoever's closest. And I guess if two people guess the exact same amount, they'll have to split it. I think that's unlikely. So I called ahead on Friday to Walmart. I talked to the acting manager and I said, we're going to film in your store. The coin counting machine, is that going to be a problem? He said, I don't think so. So now I'm going to have to call ahead again, and hopefully it's not an issue, because I'm really looking forward to this giveaway. This is our second giveaway. Before we did a blender.
Yep.
We were doing smoothies. We did a Vitamix, or a NutriBullet, brand new. And this is our second giveaway. Currently, it is April 19th.
I'm listening.
Okay, currently it's April 19th, 2021. We are at 451 subscribers doing our second giveaway. Where do you think we're going to be in a month?
Hopefully past 500. I thought this would have made it to 500.
Yeah. Well, we're going to try. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for our next podcast.